What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cyber Knights Flashpoint challenge run. We are going to be running the raid mission on offer here, the Ever-Living Fleece. However, when I came in for mission planning, I realized that Bubbles is a Free Streets compact deserter, and so I don't have 4 people ready. So we do need to run a little bit of time forward, get Tractor to see if she wins her legwork, have this convo pop up, and all things like that, and get somebody else to take up his spot. So we'll do a little bit of base management, and then we'll run into the mission at hand and get to power level 5. I think that's going to end up being the play. There's no real way around that as far as I can tell. Actually, no, I take that back. What I'm going to do, even though it's kind of silly, it's not a huge deal. We're going to go ahead and hire this guy right now. So Dustin is waiting, is camping in a Coffin Motel. We're waiting for your decision. Welcome to the team, buddy. Dustin, you're on the squad. You're lucky that Bubbles is so valuable around here. Your brother can show you around the safe house and get you introduced to the others. Thank you. I will never forget this night Dustin has joined the roster. Now, as it stands, I would argue that he is the weakest of the hackers. I mean, I think Remy is the strongest hacker in the game by a lot, and it's not particularly close. Both the Ghosted Black Hat baseline and Zero Print are just truly incredible, so it's kind of hard to beat that. That said, she is Rook Tech Bard and Exiled Bard, and I believe hates hates Rook Tech as well. So thankfully there's no Rook Tech contacts, so this doesn't really matter right now. Pixel, however, hates running for Warner Bronze, so she's going to have mandatory downtime once in a while. That said, AP and IO is kind of nice. Extra AP here, and a little bit of connection repair is pretty decent. And then Dustin here is not terrible by any means. +1 turn jamming is okay. Otherwise, all he's got is like +5 tech, and that's not too much going on. So what I'm going to do, actually, is even though his traits aren't the best for being some kind of other type of character, what I'm going to do is respec him anyway, and he's just going to be a soldier. It's kind of silly to make him a soldier. I don't care. He's going to be a soldier. Now, the generally strongest overall soldier build is going to be something like this, where you take marker sights, you take iron grip. What I actually recommend is to... It's funny, like, almost every single second point, like, is just better and better and better, and you're kind of worth taking it for marker sights. So it's like, here's marker sights. It gives... let me click on something that's not silly. There we go. -15 evasion on a 3-turn cooldown means you're going to pop this 2-3 times a mission. Very reasonable, totally cool stuff. 15 evasion, pretty nice. Helps guarantee that whoever you're going to fight is going to be killed. Also, it's an Overwatch breaker, which is pretty useful. Like, well, if we're already focusing him, why not also do, 10%, 15% more damage with crit vulnerability? Seems kind of nice. All right, cool. We're already here. Well, it'd be kind of nice to get a second charge, and once in a while, you get more than one person in the AoE. Now, realistically, you can stop here, and again, it's up every 4 turns or whatever, and it's going to be all right. But when you go take the AoE, take the plus charge, you're like, well, cool. Now I have, like, a lot of pretty reliable proactive use of marker sights. I can kind of reliably say, okay, who I'm going for is going to be taken down. But you know what? I've already got kind of high investment. Why not? I don't necessarily need the range very much, but right behind it is 10% crit vulnerability and 10% evasion. Wow, okay, cool. It's not as much, like, honestly, total throughput as Strike Zone, where Strike Zone is, I think, 30 crit, 20 evasion, and 10% minus armor, and a much larger area of effect. Don't get me wrong, Strike Zone is a stronger talent. It's also arguably the single strongest talent in the game, so sorry it's not literally number 1, but, like, you spend these other 5 points, and you're like, oh yeah, I have, like, reliable, pretty high uptime. When I need it, this guy's going to take a ton of extra damage. That's pretty sweet. Overwatch is pretty much a banger, good talent overall. Iron Grip, nice thing is it gets to get rid of this guy's recoil penalty, but you end up getting these notes are kind of bad, but you come here and you get -50% recoil generation, also 20% ballistic as pure. That's a really, really big damage printer. And once you've got the crit chance here from marker sights, and you kind of come in, you say, well, let's learn savagery. When I get a kill, I get a decent damage bump for this and the rest of the next turn. Cool. I go take a recoup. Now, if I get a crit, I get some AP back. That's kind of nice. I believe it is better to go and take these in Iron Grip to get the 20% ballistic as pure, because you got 2 charges on a 2-turn cooldown, which means the vast majority of fights you take, you're getting what's functionally like 40% more damage from this, and the recoil generation means your second attack is going to be substantially higher accuracy overall. And it's like, well, now that while I'm here, I can go ahead and upgrade recoup all the way, and what do I have? A ton of AP on a single turn, where I don't have significant problems with recoil, and because I'm printing my crit chance at the start, I am likely to one-hit kill and get savagery to pop right away. Or at the very least, very likely to crit, such that I'm getting recoup, getting the extra action points. And with 2 charges of recoup, and 2 charges of iron grip, and 2 charges of marker sights, guess what? For 2 turns in a row, I'm going to have a very, very large killing spree. And at level 9, you've got all of these. At level 10, 11, 12, you keep moving up and max this out. And so he is my soldier. Congratulations, you are going to be a stone cold killer. Now, that said, of course, my sniper can't go on the mission, so I'm going to unequip him here. I'm going to move these things over to Dustin. And even though he doesn't have the great sniper tools right now, it's fine. He'll be okay. We'll give him everything that was getting worn. I think it was this thing as well. And this setup looks okay to me. And so he's going to go on the mission as a soldier. That lets everyone else stay in here getting Simstream Trainer XP, which is good. Let me see. I think we're going to leave Liat where he is because we will need him for this upcoming siege right here, which is going to take 5 people. And so this will be the squad. Here we go. This map often has 2 matrix hosts, and so saving a bit of time here to me is worth it. It might not be correct, to be honest. It might be incorrect, but whatever, doing it that way. Yeah, Dustin's not... Oh! Wait. He's also? Oh. I didn't know that. Huh. I didn't know that. I guess he might have inherited this from Liat. Interesting. Okay, well, I spent all that effort, and it didn't matter. So, whoops. We're going to go ahead and play these forward after all, because I have no way around that one. My barracks is full. So, let's have the convo. Hung around the office, hung around their apartment. We had a nice little chat late at night. I think they understand now. Do you snap some fingers or something? I got the best damn hover truck shocks I've ever seen, and a new refueling contract, one of the spots I've been hounding about forever. 2 favors, 20 influence. I've picked up on some rumors that Oscar hasn't given up on hunting us yet. Turns out it's more than a rumor now. The news isn't great. Remember Oscar the detective who tried to nab us during Carnivore? The one who claimed to be able to fingerprint my quantum ECM signal. A lie or not, that is not something I will forget. Well, he hasn't forgotten you either. Legal channels aren't working to hunt you down, so he's reverted to putting a bounty on your head. I'm not going to help my fingerprints. He wants my head now as well. I know our meat eater, Isaac, claimed it wasn't real, but if there's a tech lab with a fingerprinting capability, maybe this could give us a chance to locate it. A bounty like that would have to get posted on the underground matrix. UDs have changed hands. There's a chance we could learn more about his secret operation at least, even if our corrupt friend claims it's not real. Anything could be a clue at this point. We've got nothing. If the tech group exists, it is very well hidden. Give me a chance to see if I can backtrace the bounty post. Won't be able to tell who took the bounty, but I might be able to start to track it back to its source. Either way, there are headhunters coming. We can let them try. Great. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll send Dustin, I guess, because everyone else is busy. So you've got a chance to do it. It's going to be you busy for 11 days. We can boost the chances twice. We'll hope we succeed. We have nothing at the moment, Dustin, so anything you can turn up is valuable. I'll dig as deep as I can. No digital echo will be ignored. If Oscar has gone trouble sending headhunters after us, the least we can do is try to hurt him in return. Common courtesy, like to repay the favor. Life steps now. Don't want to stick our head out of the bunker and give the headhunters an easier target. We can talk to Isaac about this real quick. Good to see you. Hope it's business related. Always. Maybe you've heard of our latest issue with your friend in the Force. Word's gotten around about Oscar's bounty. Corruption runs more than surface level deep here. Of course, I can't do anything. I'm your quiet ally, but I can't take direct action on this one. But you have something? Not at the moment, but I could burn some of my capital to find out which headhunter took the bounty. Also, if there was a minute when you needed cover, I could throw enough counter intel into the mix to give you a 10-day window of protection. We can take out an obligation to figure out which one is going and get some info on them. Read more if you want. No thank you, we'll take our chances. I know you're well equipped with headhunters when they come. Stay wary. Alright, new friends looking for us. Headhunters may jump in at some point in time and ambush us. It's fine, no big deal. Well, we have somebody who's ready to go on the mission, which is good. So let's step back out. We've got Tractor back in the mix. And that means I need to go ahead and sort of do a bunch of re-equipping now. So I'm going to move you back onto using a bat. I'm going to take the big revolver away from my hacker. I'm going to give these to my gunslinger who's going to be running this mission for us. So we'll take big revolver here. We will take silence pistol there. That way she can pretty much go pretty well on all that stuff. I am pretty tempted to switch armors around and have you switch out from the pistol accuracy one to just something generic. We'll give you this. We'll give pistol accuracy to you. That's going to be this guy. so that you have bonus accuracy on these, which will be useful because it's all you're going to shoot with. We can go ahead and go into class training here as well. Already maxed out fanning, and so I'm going to go ahead and put all these points into trigger vector. Ballistic as pure is nice, but I think doubling the duration and eventually getting probably to the AP cost at the very, very end. But we'll go down to this side next, and that should be half decent for us. We finally got the team. It's going to look all right overall. I think I'm fine with what I've got. And finally, we can run the mission. Remember, Tyrion, we are here on our own dime. Let's make this a profitable night. Sure thing. There should be plenty of loot to steal here. We'll lift everything we can before it gets too hot. Let's keep a close eye on our exits. We got more than one option if things heat up. Scout ahead, plan your route. Let's make some bankroll. So, plenty of lockboxes. There are indeed 2 hosts. Exits right there, so it's pretty easy. Let's see. If I go left, this isn't blocked off, but this thing is, which is going to be a little annoying. The right-hand side is going to need the hacker, so I like almost want to start to the right and have my hacker be busy over here, and then the whole team sweeps to the left at the end. And she can, like, leave from there, but the rest of the team goes this way and leaves there. And, like, either one person jumps up, it's a lot of walking, or we simply have one person solo to the left-hand side, and that'll have to be good enough. That's probably going to be the play, as it turns out. I'm going to pre-cast trigger vector. I'm sure I'm going to want it. I think, yeah, most of the team goes right. One person solo goes left. There's actually not great options for that. Actually, it's probably Tractor. Tractor could probably solo that direction. Let's have the buffs come in. Let's kill the first camera. I don't need to look at anybody, at least not yet. Bracket should knock down that camera. I'm going to have her spend just a couple action points to get in range. Can I get it for 1? If I stand there, I am in range. That's good enough for me. That lets somebody run by that side of the screen, and it's going to be totally chill. All right. That camera almost certainly sucks. This one might need to be killed based on where these guys go. Thankfully, I can delay back behind bracket afterwards, and so we'll figure it out pretty soon. Leave you where you are. You're walking around. That's fine. You're still chilling. I need to use look ahead to see which way these guys are going. You are getting off the camera. That's what I care about. That means we can dissolve you no problem. I actually might send the Scourge that way as well, and the Cyber Knight still is the side of the map with the hacker. I think it's actually going to be playable. You're walking towards us. No big deal. Skip forward. Makes it even easier as it is. I think we can leave that camera up, to be honest. So I'm going to say go ahead. You're standing around. That's fine. You're going to run over there. You're not going to see me. We know that. But this camera is going to be... Actually, that camera is not going to see anything. All right, so let's start off by having Jackknife do his job. Dissolve. I might end up dissolving only because these guys aren't going to be seen by cameras anyway. In this way, I get to, like... Actually, dissolve costs 2 action points still, right? Yeah, okay, I can't dissolve anyway. We still get this kill, though, almost certainly. Yep, great. And then I can stand out here and it's fine. Do I want to use Brainworm? I think to be safe, I maybe should. So I'm going to walk up and Brainworm you, and then it'll be fine. I'm not in range, just kidding, I can't. Okay, well, you're done for now. Should be fine. Tractor's going to go do what she can, which is not actually that much, unfortunately. This guy is not super easily killed. I have some damage buffs here, but they're not great. I think I still want to try, and someone else can help with that kill if it doesn't do enough damage. I think it's okay. I'm going to burn Flush here. Ooh, wait. How good is fanning going to be? Honestly, ooh, it doesn't... Wow, it really doesn't reach him? That's unfortunate. The range here really sucks, so it's not worth it anyway. I could Flush to lower his armor a bit more. It is at 45%. I think let's do it. I'm going to go be greedy and just get what I can here. That is not as much damage as I wanted. You rolled a 16. Okay, Tractor rolled ahead. That's not too bad. I'm going to yield, see what Bracket can do. And if she can't do enough, I'm going to have somebody help clean up this kill. Yeah, she is not in range of that. And she's not going to get into bat range at all either. I guess I did spend some AP turning off cameras, so that makes sense. But yeah, I really don't have good shots here. Might have to run it for Atomic Stutter, which is too bad, but I guess the team's going to the left here. That camera's going to turn left but not see me, so I don't really care. I think walking up here to shoot is fine. We'll wait to see what these guys do. It shouldn't be too bad. You're not going to get too close, I don't think. Let's just take the shot. Change of plans. We can hide from this guy for a bit. If we crit, it's kind of cool, but it's unlikely to happen. Wow, okay, we actually crit. That's kind of wild. Can Panther claim this? And nobody in earshot? I guess the answer is yes. I would like to not get seen if I could help it. Let's see. How can I make that one be my reality? Yeah, the tough thing is a mix of you seeing me and my gun not having that much range. I should be able to find somewhere to stand, but yeah, not easily. So enough snapping. I just don't want to be revealed because I'm guaranteed the one-hit kill. So I would like to come in and just, you know, get this guaranteed and stay hidden so that my future turns look better. That's down for a turn. You rolled low. You rolled 24, but I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. I'm just going to choose to believe that. Go as far back as I can. You're in range of the shot. I'm pretty sure I can't miss. I can double check that and be sure, but yeah, 91 to hit. That's not going to be a problem. Down you go. And then to be safe, we can make sure Tractor goes earlier and throw down Look Ahead to drop your initiative by 2, and now Tractor can guarantee it. Alright, 2 tally, nothing else going on. I guess the whole team goes left. That camera's going to be annoying. 4 people so far hear the revolver. Its actual noise range is 50, so there's potentially more guards off screen that I don't know about. I think I am allowed to let you move and see what happens. I don't think it's going to be bad. I think we'll be okay. You rolled an 11. I'm not worried about you. Yeah, you're doing nothing. Great. You are coming around behind me. That's fine for now. You're going to find a corpse eventually, but not just yet. Let's keep the cameras off while we can. I'm thinking... Let's walk into enough range where it's a clean full auto. So let's run to here. That camera turns back on, by the way. Can't do much about that, so... I think it's still, we just go for the shots, then it is what it is. I think it's the best play I've got. I'm trying to think of something better for me to do. I can't really isolate them. I don't have the right tools to, like, completely, you know, handle all that, so... As long as you don't run too close when you shouldn't be, it should be not a big deal. Just shoot each of you with 2 bullets. That should be totally fine. Nice shred, nice crit. You want to go towards these hosts, which means you want to go that way. That camera's going to see you every time. There's no way around that. Let's use Rewind to get packet loss back. I guess I can run back here and hide. I don't hate that, actually. I think this is going to be... I think this will be my play. I don't love it, but whatever. You're not angry yet. Jackknife is here and does not get to do anything. Okay, let's yield so that Panther can get a little bit more done on his own... of his own volition, basically. If I go here, you still can't see me, but I'm going to get seen by you, so it's me getting revealed and not having stealth crits. No way really around that one. Okay. I don't have a way around this, so... I can stun if absolutely needed. Ideally, I don't need to stun. You see me, it is what it is. That means I lose my stealth crit status. Yeah, 10% minus hit there kind of hurts as well. Decent damage, not a kill. Yeah, I can't guarantee that I kill you. I could brain him, but that kind of sucks. Wait, I can't do another yield, can I? No, I've already screwed it up. Okay, yeah, I mean, Tractor gets a kill basically for sure. I don't see how she doesn't get this kill as a gunslinger, so I'm going to choose to play kind of silly and risky here and just say I'm going to grab a loot box. It's fine. Another nice couple of weapon mods there. All seems pretty good. Keep running forward, I think is totally acceptable. You were already spotted. I don't care about the damage over time stuff right now. Panther can simply stun this captain who's harder to kill. And I guess this guy's actually the one who's harder to kill. This guy has 130 health and 25 armor. This guy has 180 health and 40 armor. So why not go for one of these shots and trust the gunslinger has it? She should have it, so maybe we just go for the shot. And I mean, how confident am I in that she has both? versus just going for... Here, I'm going to delay because Tractor, I'm sure, kills Utul every time. I'm thinking I want to get at least one step closer to make the range look better. I had -9 from range, which would have been kind of poor. There we go, 98 to hit. Okay. I'm out of ammo, so was only getting 1 kill here. Run forward, and now Panther will indeed go for the stun, because I'll have to. It's okay. You will not report me now, and I will sadly not be entirely off the camera. Someone's going to be sent, but my hacker can solo this with a stun, and it'll be okay. So, no new info yet, but the camera turns on, and now there's angst. So, Tractor got seen. Somebody needs to go grab this. We probably wait till this guy gets out of the way and turns around. Let's see how far you're heading. Back the way you came. That's cool. You're now looking away, so if we can... Actually, don't have to dissolve the corpse, to be honest. CK is my fastest runner, so it probably is... Actually, no, it's not. Tractor my fastest runner. Let me double check that. You run at 120. CK runs at 108. So, yeah, I think Tractor's going to be the one who's going to run up here. Get the kill in a couple of turns. And it'll be fine. Let's, for the most part, run the team across now. Because we're only really getting this one loot box and coming back to join the team. Or, like, coming down here even. So, we will let Tractor solo this. The team now goes this way. That should be fine. Camera sees another person. Is what it is. Can't really do much about that. Jackknife is going to have to get spotted as well. I think it'll be okay. I'm not... I don't think I need to do anything to, like, slow you down. I don't care about brainworming you. I think it'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Bracket can start running across the map. I want to maybe prioritize the reload, to be honest. So I'm going to put her here and reload the gun. And then Tractor should have no problem making some headway. So because I'm behind this box, that guy doesn't see me anyway. I actually don't want to snap here. Let me double check ranges on this pistol. Min range of 4. So I think I will actually stand here and shoot once. That way I can optimize my action points a little bit. Again, you're still not going to see me. Maybe you get woken up by the AI and it's different, but for now I'm fine. We take this shot. It does pretty good damage. You might actually just straight up die. He didn't. I'll get him next turn. It's fine. He's still down for another this and 2 actions. Okay, some guards getting woken up. Some cameras turning on. Jackknife gets spotted, is what it is. I ideally would like to grab this box and get out before you turn over so that you don't see me. You haven't been woken up by anything, so it's really chill. We go here. We grab the loot. Blue juice, not bad. Ooh, you would actually spot. I've got to be a little bit careful. So I'm going to run to here, which still leaves me blocked on line of sight. And with 1 AP, the shot is basically guaranteed. Let's go ahead and take this kill. The corpse should not get spotted. Should fall the right direction to, you know, not go into line of sight. We can wait to see what you do. I'm not worried about it. I could try to run up and go for a club stun. It is not a guarantee. I'm way too far away, actually. That would just definitely not work, right? Almost certainly. Let's go see what you do. I am predicting that you're not going to be too scary, but I could be wrong. You're on the way up. You're making people suspicious. You found a corpse, even. That's not great. Yeah, you're going away from me. That's what I thought. All right. All right, let's dodge the camera when I can. No reason to generate extra tally for no reason. Let's go here, grab this loot. Dr. Simdara's feed chip. Dr. Karas's feed chip. We got a smaller level revolver that I might not get much use of. You rolled a 17 for initiative. I am tempted to... I might want to wait for stutter. Do we have to get rid of you somehow? And it might just be lower your initiative and we just strike you at the start of the turn. You're unaware, so like I already know what you're doing, which is nothing. Yeah, I'm going to choose to lower your initiative and have the entire team creep up on you. I think that'll be functional. That should be totally fine. I think that'll be a worthwhile turn. You're guarding and seeing nothing, including no corpses. You've already gotten seen by the camera, so you're just going to run in a straight line this way. Should have no problem using your club. And we're doing okay. We're not getting paid, but we are going to get all this loot, right? Let's get to there, which is... Oh, let's get around the camera. Okay. And then run to here. get to the edge of your audio, and then we can sneak up for a little bit more. And that seems fine. Okay. Should have no problems with him rolling on 11. Okay, more orders received, as I believe, yeah, a body timer ran out. That makes sense. I think a camera saw somebody as well. +1 tally per turn, not a huge deal. You are still on the way, but you don't find me yet. Okay, it's going to be a little bit hairy for my gunslinger here. She's going to be alright, but they are going to start walking up towards this, so I've got to find a place to hide eventually. For now, I'm fine. For now, it's going to be... I would love to get Tractor in for Tactical Surge. It's going to be almost impossible, though, so I'm not going to bother here. We're going to buff the team, and I'm going to run here so that I'm at attack range, and this should look pretty good overall. You're angry, of course. Doesn't matter that you're angry. First strike doesn't shred. Second strike doesn't shred. It's too bad. It was a coin flip each time. It is what it is. Still not that bad to get a captain for 6 AP. And perfectly silent to that. I don't really mind too much. Most guards now going the wrong way. You know, there's a chance you can actually stay where she is, because they're all going to run this way, and she can maybe sneak right in through here and bypass them. I might leave her. I might leave her there. Let's move you forward. You're cool for now. Bracket wants his Matrix Host. I have 1 AP to spare. You're suspicious, though. I'll wait until you move so we know what's going on. Yeah, where should I be standing? Legit, this doesn't seem terrible. Right? You can't see me, and you're still unaware so you're not moving. These guys won't have good direct line of sight on her. I think literally standing here is fine, and we let everyone keep moving. Yep, you're going towards the corpse and the cameras. You're doing similar things. Let's have Jackknife wait. You're still doing nothing. Yeah, so Bracket wants the Matrix Host. Running through here, gets spotted by nobody. That's good news. And with Matrix Snoop, it's going to be a pretty good start. There's no more guards on the map. And they're hopefully all going the wrong way. Okay, so let's go CPU first, and then back to the right. It's a little bit more backtracking, but it's fewer total escalations. We'll also load Spoof to have less going on. And because we were going through this node here, I'm going to load Disarm, because I think I'm going to actually have to use it. Damage to connection use, pretty much obvious in that order. Matrix AP is actually a real concern right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get hit by Tally a little bit. We scan and we see what's over on this side. This seems pretty chill. Tally, connection, and then I don't think I need to care about program loading. I do. Get rid of you. Load Deception, and look at that. Pretty much a perfect turn. We blocked the first escalation. Although it's going to be real in a sec. Next time around, I should say. Decent start all the same. If you had more AP, you could have used it, but here you are. I think you're going to still stand here and wait, because none of these kills seem like a good idea for you. So you can reload and wait until someone else makes some choices. A little isolated, but I think for now it's okay. Spend 2 AP, get the box. I'll dissolve this corpse, because why not? Another shotgun mag. Dr. Karos Part 5. Twice. Not exactly ideal. Oh well. Dissolve the corpse, because why not? I think, honestly, we might want to start moving the team towards the middle and make sure that she's going to be safe. This might be a little too much. Throw a Tox Cloud out in this direction, soften people up. She's going to run this way, if anywhere, so I think Tox Cloud, like, vaguely this direction is fine. This might be a little silly, but I think it'll be okay. Tox Cloud moves, catches one person. Okay, you're moving now, but again, I'm still in a spot where I can't get seen. I'm dispatching one person, the final one who hadn't been moved yet. It definitely depends on how the hunting all goes, but I'm thinking, let's put you right behind the box, which gives me more space for if you turn around to go hunting, I don't get seen. But I'm pretty hidden here. You should be okay. Camera sees me, which kind of sucks, but oh well. I'm going to move you one step back for now, just in case of hunting going randomly. I did kind of forget the camera, though. It's a little bit on me. You walk into Tox Cloud, good for you. Up you go into Tox Cloud as well. Now, they're only getting the 2-turn long debuff here, because they got debuffed on their own turn. But it's not the end of the world. I'm going to need to walk up and rewind Bracket here. Wait, no, she hasn't used Null Op yet, has she? No. Okay, I'm going to wait until she uses Null Op before I do that. Otherwise, though, I'm fine with where I'm standing. I will eventually grab loot boxes, but let's let everyone move first. You've moved to hunting at this point, based on your movements, and that's you going there. Alright. This might be safe, it might not. Let's see. That's going to be enough stress created that I don't want to deal with it, even though everything else is chill. This will... Because I will take about 7 damage, I think that'll cause stress for me. I forget. I know they changed the mechanics about a week ago, where if you lowered the health damage to yourself low enough, you wouldn't take stress. But I don't remember the number. I could look it up after this, but there is some amount at which you are going to take stress. I don't have enough deck armor, so we take some deck shield. That's fine. There's nothing here. There's no download, so I'm just going to walk here. Null up a second time. Get rerouted. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Looks like we damaged 4 things and killed 4 things, so we can walk here. We scan. We spike. Can cleanly go here. Any action, and then download. We get a blueprint. We need passive disruption for this guy. Let's go. Connection health is fine, so we'll go in this order. We scan. We need... Well, we don't need any more passive disruption. We will likely need anti-trap for these things, though, so I'm going to load it early, because program loading is blocked right here. We scan, and we see some of everything at the bottom. This allows us to get rid of deception, not have to use it anymore. If you take any action, relocate. I have just enough deck shield to be okay here. Deck shield's down to 4. Download access blocked. Get rid of you guys, and then I need passive and trap still for the top side. What do we have? Load a program, exit the node. We are chilling. That is host 1 complete. I'm going to walk towards this guy, which is going to be me standing right there. I will get rewinded later. You're on the way. And I'm still kind of trapped, but that's fine. I can hide here and be invisible. And once they all leave, I can come up this way. That should be okay. I'm even behind this a little bit for those movements, so we're probably fine. I think at this point, we can just start running the team forward. I'm going to have the Scourge go to the right-hand side. CK will go left. That should be acceptable. CK has to cover more space. He has more move speed, so I think that makes sense to me. Forgot to use Rewind, but I can always use Delays. I can always use Delays to get in a good spot for next time. Oh, nice. We got a level 5 weapon. It's probably not as good as what I've currently got, but still cool. Don't need to do initiative mods. We're going to leave it as it is. Tox Cloud keeps moving. Reinforcements have spawned in. But they don't know anything on our side of the map. The one guy we killed, we dissolved, so should have no real worries here. They don't know where we are at this point. Your hunting shouldn't be scary enough. I'm still far enough away that it's going to be alright. Let's keep the delays going for now. You're going to hunt, but you're going to be too far from me, even if you do look my direction. Nope, we're okay. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, you are right there. That's going to be scary. Let's go ahead and keep hitting a few delays. Okay. Yep, this just got a little bit spicier than I want it to be. We should get the team into a spot where we can help, which is probably coming through the bottom, actually. I'm going to still greed this on my Scourge. This might be very incorrect, don't get me wrong. Especially for a box that wasn't even that good. But I think I want to bring my CK up to here and help fight for this territory, because I think Tractor's a little bit stuck. Bracket still needs to get rewinded, so I'm going to wait. She needs her tools back up. You're going the wrong way. I don't like that. Tractor is stuck here. Can't really fight. I think we just have to end the turn and hope that we don't get jumped on entirely. I don't think I have the damage to kill this. So I'm just going to leave as I am. Oh, you're running up that way. Oh, yeah, towards the camera. That makes sense. And you're on a patrol. I don't like where that patrol's going. I'll bump up Bracket here. And then I'm going to move to support this. And we'll grab this box later once we get Tractor to safety. That should be fine. Okay. You're okay. Bracket goes for the host. Bracket, I can maybe... Okay, maybe can snap in. Yeah, that should work, actually. She should snap into the host. There we go. Not too bad. My tools are back up. And let's see. I'm going to go down first, then up. I'm going through a CPU. I might as well get the minus escalation early on. 2 actives going to be a little bit tough here. Connection health is likely fine, so we'll go in that order. 1 active, 2 passes should be chill. AP is again going to be a bit of a constraint here, so I'm going to go for AP, then tally, then connection. We scan. It's a lot of active ice. There's a chance I can cut through it easily. If you download, okay, that's skip. 5 tally isn't a big deal. Program's a little bit of... Yeah, so it's like, if I go here, I get an escalation, but it's not even that bad. And it lets me save 1 null-op charge, which I think is going to be ultimately less overall, like, escalation. So we go here. Costs us many more action points, but we don't get, like, straight up 40 tally from destroying a bunch of ice. I think it's correct. I think. I don't know for sure, but I think. Toxic Cloud keeps moving. Quantum Interference, 3 tally. But nothing special just going on. You're going to wait until this guy gets confirmation on you. Actually, might turn around on the hunt, so we'll see. Don't know for sure, though. You're not going very far. You... Okay, with what everyone's looking at right now, I think I can actually go for a hero play, which is walk in a range. I can go a lot shorter, actually. I can go to here. I can bump Tractor to go first before any of these guys turn, because look, they're vision cones. Only Iota sees anything. So what I would do is I'd get Tractor to go first. Stun Iota, just because we're going to have to. I don't think this person's getting one shot. I guess I can, yeah, and if I stun you that way, I also get to lower your armor and make this kill overall easier. Which I think is a good use of my tools. I'm going to yield the Tractor. She needs to first get to safety. Standing here is acceptable. I mean, you might come toward me, so I maybe just want to run all the way out. In fact, I'm going to trigger Vector because that prints me an action point or move point for next turn. And then if I'm standing out here, well, let's do it on a... Yeah, let's wait for let's wait a turn on this one. There's no reason to burn it now, I think. I would be wasting the combat, buff here. So I'm going to loop around, which makes me quite safe. Right, so now I'm okay. We've got several turns to deal with you. It's not going to be a huge problem. I'm going to have Panther also make sure that he's with her in this sort of safe area. All right. That part's fine. Yeah, and you were going to go and not necessarily reveal my spot, but make my life a lot harder. So now we're chilling. They are coming up to us a little bit. Right, their patrol route is going to go somewhere. And I might not like where that goes. Null op, woke up 0 ice because they're all dead. We get spike the CPU. Gives us space to keep going forward. Use a program, exit the node. Okay, well, easy order on that one. Gotta load this again to get rid of this guy. And then I will load my other tools and go back up the way I came. What do we have? AP is likely not... Actually, AP is likely to be a problem because I have downloads. So I'll block AP, then tally. I can maybe skip program loading. Indeed, I can. AP costs the action, have to do both. I need passive ice for this guy. If you exit, download, if you load a program. Okay. I'm going to scan first. I'm almost certainly going to need to load programs at some point. So I'm going to get rid of you. And then get rid of downloads. And then get rid of exit the node. And then let's see how bad the traps are. Download, load a program. I should have gotten this one first, my mistake. And then next turn, I get 1 download and I'm done. That should be pretty chill. You're hanging out. I'm going to put you here against this wall. This should be relatively safe. And he can support whatever needs to be supported when the bad guys come around. Can grab these boxes and get out relatively safely. Hacker can finish and go there. He can run to the right and join the team, or just leave as well and wait for the CK to run all the way to here. I guess we'll see. I could even choose to not even kill this guy. I've got probably enough time that I can grab my loot and leave. But I don't know. I don't know for sure if it's correct. Let's see. I've got this and the next turn. We can cover a lot of distance in that amount of time. Honestly, I think we can just grab boxes and leave. I don't think we have to fight this guy. I think we are chilling just like this. That seems fine. You are hunting. You are stunned. I can keep waiting. I don't really care if these guys get angry at me at some point. The nice thing is, yeah, because this alert mark exists, right? These people are now, you know, stuck in the spotted loop. There's your download. There's your disconnect. And I'm pretty sure... I mean, if I want to be really safe, I can go over here and join the team and just, like, make sure we're all together and it'll be fine. I think that's acceptable. Ah, shoot, you're going to cut off his movements. That's going to be a little bit annoying. We can get around it, kind of, but it's not ideal. You guys are mostly useless. That's good news for me. Tactical Surge hits the... Ooh, doesn't hit the entire team. Let's go spend 1 AP to make sure I catch my Scourge. I think that's worth it. He's pretty far away, and I want to make sure he's comfortable. Alright, we bump the team, and then... I'm thinking it is correct to go for this kill here. Is it? It's probably not. Let's not bother. Let's go grab the loot. Let's get the entire team out together. Should be okay. I guess I would get influence if I get kills, but I don't care about influence that much. You're still... Oh, no. That's you. Not the same person. Alright, Jackknife has to hide from these guys, so... I think I will just bring him to the exit then, because he's just too far away. For funsies, I will Toxic Cloud these guys, because why not? And then... Ooh, for fun, I could brain with them too. Why not? YOLO. You guys can go fight each other. I don't care. We're out. Might give me the kills that I want to get the extra benefits. A little bit of damage. Yeah, that box has been grabbed. Panther will get that one, kind of no problem. Like, we're basically just evacuating this turn, but I'll leave Tractor where she is just for now. This is all unnecessary. We're basically done. These guys are kind of useless. Swipe, giant crit. And it's quiet too, which is great. So we get like no reports of anything. Bracket is able to walk almost all the way to the exit. Looks like that makes it. Great. Get the jam out to the combat music. Oh, I snapped. Okay. Hey, we got another level 3 revolver. Alright, well, you made it out on your turn. I think Tractor for sure has enough AP. I'm not worried about this. Not getting the last 3 kills. I don't really care. If I was not playing with the market turned off, I would play for that and get the limit break on my Gunrunner, but that's not where we are. Don't want to overstay. Welcome. Time to vanish. And not bad overall. We can go check our loot in the cold storage. Decent money here overall. Again, we got a couple of weapon grips. I'll need to see how good the Dominion D grip is. Otherwise, we have kind of inferior revolvers and maybe the Neo Ray. Oh, no, it's a blueprint. Yeah, we'll see how good the D grip is. And then maybe there was a different one. It was the Vorpal Edge. Is probably not as good as what I'm already using, but we'll check. And then I know we got a V chip as well. Might be close to getting one of the doctors. Let's see. Okay, yes, cool. Dr. Karos' V-chip is done. However, I cannot mint 5-piece file sets until I further upgrade my cold storage. Right now, I'm only getting to level 4. Once I can go to level 5, or a 5-piece set, I can. And then we finally get to have our first set of new doctor services. Oop, I didn't mint that. Whoops, let me... There we go. Cool. As far as files not used by a set, also not created by a set. That way I can sell these little, like, one-piecers that are worth nothing but money. Great. A little bit of cash. And they're going to hold these still until I need the influence. That's fine. Okay, so mission complete. I need to double-check how good this new weapon mod is. This is 13 accuracy and 4 optimal on a shotgun. That is a lot. That is a lot of accuracy and optimal on a shotgun. If I double-check how that's going to do for him... I lose the 1 max range, but I get another 3 accuracy. I get another 1 max optimal. Probably go for that, to be honest. That seems kind of nice. Brings my shotgun to 11 optimal range and 81 base accuracy. That's pretty cool. Don't hate it. And yeah, I mean, I could go for max range if I wanted to, if I wanted to like only throw down really, really long range stuns, but happy with what I got. Okay, cool. So we're on Legwork for a while. We'll have Underworld Hub tokens, enough to use 2. That's good news. We'll have a siege to run. I want to get my Warmachine back. She's been riding the bench for too long. Influence limit break. Power play for Fade Light Blades. I mean, I might as well. It's story content. I think he's already got another one, right? He's got Rook prototypes, so we can go Fade Light Blades and get another mission on deck. Sounds good. I will probably run all the convos this episode and then run missions themselves next time. So let's see. What is the... Yeah, I think I'll try to get influence limit breaks going as best I can. Loyalty, not terribly useful, but I don't think else I can grab, so we'll do that. One play would be to run this siege as fast as possible and have the downtime to go for surgeries, but I don't think that quite lines up for me. You've got a display link. I would like to give you more stuff. I'm not sure what I would give you. Similar for you, I'd like to give you some implants that I would care about, but not sure what to provide just right now. Actually, no, I'm still waiting for enough money. Oh, I should really start selling weapons that I don't need. I've got a lot stored up here. So we can compare the, current revolver to the Nyx Assassin. -4 accuracy, -50 ballistic, -40 pure, 4 less shred, less max range, less optimal range. Noise only better by 4. Yeah, not a chance. Let's just sell both of these. Nyx Assassin gets sold. Nyx Assassin gets sold. Vorpal Edge has some nice shred chance for sure. Compare it to the Atomic W2. I'm curious. The W2... Oh, actually, Vorpal Edge has some pure damage on it. Okay, neat. Is that better than my Hyper Club? Let's compare. So Vorpal Edge is in red and green, more accurate, 50 kinetic but -50 pure, way higher base shred chance, and it's armor cutter instead of stun. I probably keep stun, to be honest, which means I think I just sell these no matter what. I guess, is the Atomic better than the Vorpal Edge? 100 kinetic, -80 pure, not a chance. Worse shred. Yeah, okay, the Atomic is just strictly inferior to the Vorpal Edge. Well, not, I shouldn't say strictly, but I consider it worse. I'm going to sell this for money as well. Should be able to sell at least one of these baby pistols. In fact, let me check something. Let me go to my squad and... Yeah, Okay, we're not holding on to too many pistols. That's good news. Thought it might have been, but no, we're not. Let me go to these things and rip off any of the random mods that don't need to be there. Helps a little bit, because then I can see how many pistol mods I actually have. Let's see. Let's go ahead and look at pistol barrels. I can sell at least one of these. In fact, I can sell 2, I think. Right, I have 3 Mindscape silencers and then this guy. That should be reasonable enough. Let's go for pistol body mods. And actually, let's do that as well to make it easier to understand. Yeah, I do not need this many ammo extenders, so I'm going to sell some of the bad ones, which means sell these. Okay, as for pistol optics, I have none. As for AR barrels, I can only ever use 2, and so let's use the best ones, which means we're going to sell these guys. As for body mods, I can use several because I care about them for the SMG as well, so we'll leave them as they are. Optics. I'm going to get rid of most of the reflex sights, to be honest. I've got, 3 telescopic sights already for accuracy. That's good enough for me. I'm going to sell all the reflexes. Good money out of that. These guys, similar boat here. I'm just not even going to really bother. I kind of always want the max optimal range for these kind of guns. Sniper barrels. Yeah, I've got a worse suppressor, but if I lose my sniper in combat, I don't have anything else. A damage barrel seems worth. Sniper body mod, I've only still got the 1. Sniper scopes, probably overcapped here. Let's sort by powerful and rare. Yeah, so I've got 2 of these, and I've got 3 of those. I do not need this many of these guys. Let's sell them. We've got enough of this stuff. Should be fine. Blade batteries. I'm actually using all 3. One of them's on a corpse. So, nothing to look at here. Blade grips. I think 2 of them might be on a corpse. So, we're chilling on that one. Shotgun barrels. I don't think I need the extra splinter mag. I'm not going to bother. I have a lot of these, though. So these are nice. Also keep in mind they go on E-rifle, so I can use them to make my, especially with the plus arc here. This could be really good on an E-rifle. Don't know if I need two. 40 arc for 4 recoil, I think I will literally never use. Same for this. And then these are just too superior to ever run the Harrier grip. I'm going to sell this guy as well. And then the D grip is in a similar boat where I've got 2 of each of these. Let's not bother. And then as far as batteries are concerned, 2 reload. Right, so for E-rifles and railguns. I've got ballistic and shred. I've got slightly inferior in case I run out. Got these guys for plus damage, plus ammo. Ooh. It's almost better. Okay, so I've already got 2 of these, which means this is getting worse and worse and worse. Yeah, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell these. I'm going to sell this as well. That should be about enough taken out. That should be fine. As for armors, again, I'm filtering for... Yeah, I can show any of them. Okay, I surely don't need this many, right? So I've got this guy, which is strictly superior. I know 2 of them are sitting on corpses, so I've got to be a little bit careful, but... the minus 25 is going to hurt until I can get somebody, you know, to wear it better. Honestly, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm trying to wear here. I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's fine. I'm going to sell the patch kits and we're going to run them. HE grenades, I mean, I don't really ever use them, but still. I'm going to sell this as well. Blue juice is fine for a hacker. Might run it at some point, but also I can sell one of my level 1 cyberdecks. Not an immediate rush, but I can do that. Let's see. This is due in 2.5 days, but I will probably need to bump power and cooling before that. So I think what I'm going to do instead... Actually, well, no. I'm fine for now. Okay, so the question is, do I want to go buy a better cyberdeck, or do I want to get this siege off the ground right now? Siege / start the power play. I do want to get you out of the trainer so I can run you on the siege. Right, we're trying to use the Warmachine as much as we can because it's cooler. So you're back. That's great. As for his contacts with influence, you're still in line first. Would love you to actually have this happen. You got a siege on offer in a little bit. I think we just run the siege this episode. I think it'll be fine. And then we have... Yeah, like, I think that's just the play. I know we're already almost an hour, but... I think it's playable. You're busy. It's fine. It's already going to be happening. Let's go ahead and run the siege. Also, man, it's against FSC. I'm going to have so few people to run. It means my gunslinger can go, my scourge can go, my CK can go. You can't go. You can. I guess you can. Okay, so these guys can go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, at least it's a real team. Let's start the interaction. Free Streets forces are gunning to capture my territory. Need to withstand a siege of a strategic hardpoint. If you want to read all the dialogue, feel free. It is a procedurally generated siege mission. We are on this map. We're going to get paid 500k. That's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and make sure we know who's running it. Let's go buy our 5th Merc. Thanks for the favors, buddy. It's going to be something like, yeah, you definitely won't go because you're a deserter. But we can send Rhino. And so we will get the squad set up as best we can. Wait, you're not going to go either. We're going to run static. All right. Let's go ahead and sort out gear. Let's have you not hold on to these since you're definitely not going in the mission. Same for you. Don't hold on to gear that you're not going to use. You can't go on anything. Warmachine is. You're also going. I decided you're going to be a railgunner, right? So who's holding on to the good railgun? Oh, you are. Yeah, you're not going on mission either. Okay, there we go. So you're not going, which I know. You are going. I want to give you something half decent, which might be an assault rifle. I think you're going to hold an assault rifle. Here's your street dragon. Let's get rid of the silencer. Let's give you a bat. Well, I can run the Vorpal Edge instead. Get a lot of shred for my claws. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the very, very high shred weapon. I have thought for a while that high shred would be good, but I wasn't always sure. You're not going to be on this stuff quite as much. Ammo doesn't matter here at all. I'm not going to bother reading it. But I think you taking this is pretty solid. This way you can shred for the claws and get more damage. That should be pretty good overall. I think the AR gives you some space to work with. That should be fine. You're on a pistol as your secondary. I think that's reasonable, to be honest. Leave it like this. You're on shotgun, that's fine. You're on AR plus this, which is fine. You're on blade plus urban assault, which seems fine. Get rid of suppressor. So this is the first 4, and then you are going. We'll give you the quad strike. We'll make sure I like everything you're wearing here. This seems like it's still optimal. I like my shred chance. Let's get rid of the, oops, let's go here and strip the mods. That way we can put the crit chance stuff on that. I think the scope is... Let's take the crit chance. Let's take the crit damage, actually. We're going to be stacking crit chance as it is. You should have the second revolver. That way you have an Overwatch tool, and you can get this grip for some accuracy as well for funsies. That seems solid. You can throw on the first aid kit, because why not? You can run... Let's run the slightly higher armor evasion. So the slightly higher armor evasion armor. Yep. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the team. This looks right as far as I can tell. I don't think I'm missing anything. So this will be the team for the siege. Before we run it, let's go ahead and make sure we put people into the SimStream trainer as needed. You're already in it. You're on legwork. You're going to be busy doing other missions for me, which means it is clearly you who's going into the trainer and gaining some XP. All right. That's the team. We'll run the mission, because why not? Need to make sure I have enough money to buy a better cyberdeck and keep the cold storage going. Alleyway sickness. It is a siege. We've got 5 mercs. There's not much else we can do for this one. Double check that I'm not silenced at anything. This one certainly can't be. It's a shotgun and a club. And this seems fine. Alright, this is the team. Let's hope it goes well. I'm curious where I even start. Okay, we're boots on the ground. Xeric wants to make a show of strength. Let's crush them. Take cover. They're going to try to press from every side. Need every scrap of tactical advantage we can get. Take the high ground, setting up overlapping fire cones. It's going to be an all-out war. We get +3 move points to start things out. We are, in fact, surrounded. And this guy even comes in with robots. So I cannot do my normal gameplay pattern of be somewhere where they can't see you and have them funnel in. So we have to actually fight here. Now, the nice thing is we have a lot of, spare move points to start, which means, running to somewhere good is expected of me. If I run out to here, these guys are very far away, but I have to win initiative. But I'm thinking, these guys are unhittable with how much cover they're behind, so I'm going to throw down Look Ahead. And if I had minus move speed, I would use it, but I don't. So I'm going to drop you guys by 2. And then what I'm going to optimize for is getting as much full auto damage as I can. Hopefully you don't count as too good of cover. But I'm going to spray and pray to start. I know I did the math earlier, and I've forgotten it already, but this does about 800 damage, ballistic, for 3 AP, and another 175 pure. That is definitely more damage than I'm expecting to get out of the blade, plus not having to move. So that's got to pretty much has to be correct. So go up here. I'm going to stop for a sec, because Rhino should be putting some buffs and debuffs down. I'm thinking... I have Rewind, so I'm going to strike zone here. Ooh, no, I can get... That looks pretty good. Strike zone on, sadly, not quite 4. I'm going to J-Tech somewhere like this. Walk up close enough to be part of the action. I want as many blue lines as I can help it. Putting her here so she has blue lines on those guys. And then I'm going to yield. Yeah, if I delay, I'm not going before these guys, so I'm going to yield. Tractor is going to trigger Vector. And she's going to be like, hey, thanks for all the buffs. I'm going to go kill these guys now. Revolver shots here seem pretty good. I guess I can burn my first fanning on this. Don't see reason to delay that any further. I think that's just pretty much 2 guaranteed kills. Yes, it really, really, really is. This guy's going to get killed. I'm not going to be worried about it. Rhino can't do any further delays. Let's just have you shoot this guy. Actually, is it going to be better on these ones? Yeah, they're only obstructed. Doesn't really matter. Okay, this lets me delay and wait for these guys to walk up. Although, am I safe? If this guy runs up to here, I'm probably in... I'm able to be shot. So I'm going to spend 1 action point hiding back here, which means I'm hidden, and I can come out later if needed. I'm going to rewind you right away to make sure you have strike zone and whatnot as needed. And you're going to go ahead and alpha strike these guys. It's going to be decent damage, but not the most. There's some obstruction. They're not under strike zone. J-Tac for sure helps, though. They're not quite dead, which kind of sucks, but I don't mind that I won't have Atomic Stutter up for this. I should be okay. And my team can clean up. That's the bet I'm placing, essentially. I'm going to have you go up and shotgun this guy. Actually, ooh. I might Tox Cloud and let them run into that. It's crit vulnerability, it will move, and... they're not going to get close enough for a static to be able to fight. So I actually don't want to do that right away. I cannot brainworm drones, by the way. I'm thinking... And by the way, this as far as I can recall, this is a full line of sight block. You can't see through it. That's what I recall being the case, although if I'm wrong, I'm very sad. Just to be extra cautious, I'm going to stand behind these... Wait, no, this guy's supposed to die, though. Okay, let's just go ahead and get this kill. Let's run to here. I guess Tractor probably could have gotten it, but I want to be able to reload as well. This guy's dead. Alright, first half looks good. You're far enough away that I'm not going to get shot at. I'm not worried about it. Static should go hide. I'm going to put her here next to my Cyberknight. That should be fine. Spend through AP. Be in cover. That's good. Tractor is going to hide behind this. That should be safe. And now we can say go ahead and bring it. Static's initiative is unfortunately a 10, which is very, very poor. Don't have a way around solving that, unfortunately. Let's hope I'm not wrong about them not being able to shoot me. Otherwise, I'm very, very sad. That looks okay. Jackknife and keep waiting. Okay. Yep, whatever. And that's nice. You certainly tried. Alright, what buff did you put on? Your loyalty mantra. Ooh, wow. Accuracy, 10% move speed. Definitely very real. Definitely matters. Yeah, so I can't do any like meaningful delays here. All I can really do is say, I guess I'm going to fight. I have perfect accuracy at 30, at anything that's I'm in range of, so step out here. I'm in J-Tac. That's going to be 2 full shots. It'll look okay. I will have some recoil, so it'll get a little bit bad in a little bit. Not horrible. The shred is nice. Let's go ahead and have you hide. Let's get rid of the vision cones, by the way. Clearly don't care what the vision cones are. That'll be good enough. Last couple of guards can run up. And we managed to alpha strike the first half pretty well. Thank you, Fanning, plus a level 7 revolver that is infinite damage. The fact that I crit for 1200 means, you know, it could have been less good and it still would have been most likely fine. I'm going to have you yield, and let's see what Rhino can do, if anything. I'm thinking we want to strike zone these guys. This seems too convenient not to bother with. Static has a good initiative roll. Kato has a pretty good one as well. I am tempted to roll the dice some. That might be very silly. Shoot the Pobot. I have really good shred. 54%, and I have much of pure damage, so I can get through it. Decent enough start. Sitting here in Overwatch seems incorrect. My min roll is a 16, or actually a 17. There's only 2 guys here. I can deal with them. I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. I will take the risk that I will be okay, and I can play. Yep, I rolled great. Tractor, min rolls a 15. Honestly, that's pretty chill as well. I think we just keep trying. What's the range in this gun, though? 20 meters for optimal. If I am... Yeah, it's 26. Yikes, that's way too bad. 24 is not terrible. One alternative is get, like, partway up and end the turn. Or, like, partway up in pistol or something. And then expect that I'm going to roll well enough to be okay. The fact that most of my team rolled high means I can cover her at worst, so... Yeah, I'm going to walk up really close. I'm not in J-Tech anymore. It is what it is. I want to shoot somebody who has a good initial roll. I can help it. 16. Can I shoot Kato? No. Let's Let's just get rid of this guy then. Just frees up space for other shots to hit on other people. Decent enough there. And then Jackknife. Yeah, not much you can do really either. If I want to be really safe, I can run up and Brainworm you. I am in range. But Rhino, Tractor, and Static all get to go, so I'm really not concerned. So I'm just... Actually, I'm going to leave him on this side of the map. And if spawns come in, he deals with them by himself. So I'm going to reload and just kind of like run out to here. And that'll be fine. He's going to cover this area. Turn 2, no special reinforcements. Kind of good news for me. We're fighting from inside of JTAC, so I'm not worried too much about it. I think we keep wearing down the Pobot. We crit and we shred, and holy moly, you took some damage. I don't have a guaranteed kill on you, unfortunately. I have a guaranteed kill on nobody. I think the odds of this killing, though, are very, very high, so I'm going to Skull Shot you. This gives me 3 AP for the turn. I might roll badly on damage, but I think I likely will not. Yep, great. So I have 3 more AP to shoot with. My accuracy is now not quite as good, but it's still 67%, which is not terrible, and I'm thinking we take the shot. If it misses, it is what it is. Wow, we actually rolled one off on damage to kill you. Okay. Next turn, I have to try to find a setup to get the kill with Rapid ready, so I can get my ammo all back and save 5 action points. You're chilling where you are. I'm going to do a yield, so I have a little bit more space for everybody else to do their job. Would not... Okay, well, let's just do that. They're gone. They're gone. Bye. 2,000 damage crit. Yep, bye. Bye. You certainly tried. You tried your hardest, but fanning. And this is, by the way, like, this is why I did my gunslinger guide, and I do, to be fair, kind of bounce back and forth between fanning and gun kata. I think they are both very good. But I feel like the sentiment I get is that people feel gun kata is strictly superior, or like so much better in so many cases. And to be fair, it definitely costs fewer points to get off the ground. But the thing I really like about fanning is that it's a simple 2 action point reload. You don't have to like juggle your weapons and reload everything and get in weird spots where like you might get more shots and whatnot. And you know, maybe I really am just barking up the wrong tree and saying things kind of incorrectly, because at the end of the day, it's like, well, gun kata can actually shoot 5 people with 2 revolver shots, and you know, turns out there's just enough damage where, you know, it's okay. But I don't know, to me, it's like you always have, it's like very easy to have a high quality fanning, because you just need the guns, you need the bullets in only one of your guns, and it's whatever your best gun is. And to me, that just works and is very convenient. Anyway, things like that look really, really good, and we are chilling. But obviously, I have one of the best revolvers in the game. It actually might be the best revolver in the game. I'm not 100% sure, but it's certainly at least debatable. Panther stays near the middle. I don't know where the reinforcement is going to spawn in from, but for now, you can hang out right there. Okay, they are far away. Sucks to suck for me. I do not easily get line of sight on them as a result. Let's see. You have an SMG and a bat. Right now, you're 43 meters away from Tractor. That can't hit me. Jackknife is fine where he is. Panther's fine where he is. I think, yeah, you're fine where you are. I can't really wait on using JTAC, so I'm going to throw it somewhere roughly like that. Should be okay. And then Static might need to actually hide a little bit. Just go ahead and try. I think he will be able to fire off a shot, but it'll be at like minus 20 accuracy, and it'll likely be fine. Okay, we're fine. Cool. So, Tractor does not have any more charges of fanning available. That's okay. Okay, they rolled pretty well on initiative. I gotta be mindful of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flush you, so even if it misses, I cut your armor bonus in half. And now the shot looks decent at 85%. Didn't crit, but you're still low. Jackknife can do a short yield. My CK can get into range to shoot. No, he can't. I can get into range for a 2 action point shot. Or I will stun. I'm going to look at it and see how it feels. Keep in mind that I'm not winning on initiative right now. 79. I think I might go for slow down one, stun the other. Yeah, I'm going to slow you. I'm going to stun you just to make sure that nothing goes weird and bad. I think you're fine where you're standing. I'm going to leave you like that. If I put you here, I think this is very likely to work. 32 meters, double checking the range. Oh yeah, we're fine on that. Let's walk to the edge, which is right here. Ooh, I'm outside. Damn. Okay. Well, is it fine anyway? 84%? If I glance, I'm sad, but... yeah, I'm likely fine here. Let's go ahead and get the ammo back. Okay, cool. I have ammo again. I could have run towards high ground. I haven't yet. I probably should have. It is what it is. I'm going to stay towards the back and continue to stay near my Scourge. And looks like Static's going to have to... he's going to have a good time with this one. Run up into range, strike once, and then use claws. This strike's going to be pretty solid. Decently accurate. Decent damage as well. Claws should finish this off. Focus fire puts the accuracy back to a decent spot. Down you go. And let's put you towards where we saw people spawn last time, and we'll see if they spawn there again or not. Time to go. Alright, they're right there. It's kind of good news for my Scourge. He gets to play the game. Enemies inbound. Is that the last wave? It doesn't appear to be. What he gets to do, though, is walk in a range. That is, yep, that's me being in range. I'm accurate at 11, max range of 13. Right there. And guess what? You guys do not get to act. Spawn camping with a shotgun is highly effective. They're stunned. They can't do anything. Go ahead and eat a Tox Cloud now as well for funsies. I could have waited until their turn was over and delayed down to 3. Would have given me more total damage, but it also doesn't matter. I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to run Panther up back to help with things. Don't know where the final spawn's going to be, but for now, let's go join this this part of the fun. Let's have Tractor reload your guns, and you can stay on that side of the map as well. We've got things covered on the other side. Fanning is up, and Trigger Vector is up as well, so I can have some fun with that one. Rhino is not yet in range, but will be by doing this. I think JTAC here seems acceptable. I went a little bit too close in range, but it's not too bad. I'm going to throw the buff down somewhere like this. That should buff the team pretty well. And then I will start with the Grunt Captain since he is the tankiest one. 600 damage crit. We take those. You guys are useless. Tox Cloud for funsies. Heads off into the sunset. Let's have you really be near the spawn point. Great. Good job to you. I might want to save Rhino's ammo, to be honest. I'm going to have her delay for a bit. Easiest guns to reload are going to be the Urban Assault and the Shotgun, so I figure... let's kind of set it up like this. I've got enough ammo here, that's fine. I'm not worried about running out of ammo in this mission on him. That's your turn. I'm going to save Tactical Surge since we don't need it. They are... well, I'm going to delay just to be really, really safe. But again, we should be fine. I'm going to put you like literally right here so you can... actually, even closer, right? They spawned like here last time. This is the last turn of your stun, by the way. Right, it's ending, so I got to be a little bit careful here. Yeah, have enough accuracy buffs that we're just good no matter what. There's kill 1. Here's kill 2. Easy reload. There should be one more turn of enemies. I could reload. I'm not going to. And then you're fine. It is time for turn 6. And they're right there. Okay, cool. We do get 2 spawns. Hooray! We get to have some fun with it. They're throwing everything they have at us. Well, what you have is definitely not enough. Might as well strike stone them, since I have nothing else to do. I'm thinking, let's start with the railgun. Actually, I kind of want to start with the full auto. If I do a full delay and then a yield, Panther gets to go first. Tractor can attempt to help. I'm not sure she can make it all the way over. Yeah. She's going to take all the fun. Let's see. Yeah, you're both at 8. If I do a simple... delay, I still go before them. So let's see if we can have fun on somebody else. I'm going to yield, let Panther go for full auto here so he can soften him up. Also, watch a Tactical Surge. This seems like the right idea. Looks pretty good. I think you're standing in the right spot. We'll leave you there. I can't do any more yields, but we're probably going to be fine. Jack gets those kills every time, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, I don't know how I don't get those kills on him. But we'll spread the love here. You can get 1. You can get 2. Good job. Let's have you end your turn. Nowhere else for you to go, really. Jackknife, I feel like he can do. You can end your turn as well. Alright, Static, how cool you're going to be. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and drop all your evasion. Great. Now, let's see. This Charger does have some armor. So does the Captain. That's a little bit scary. I have Stun Strike at worst. Let's see, who's the bigger deal? Well, they're kind of the same, actually. Let's go ahead and Power Slice and guarantee that your armor is gone. Great. You are definitely going to be shredded. I have 3 action points left, which is not a ton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by Stun Striking you. By doing that, you now for sure can't act. I'm going to now Lumen Spear you with my 1 AP, because you can use eye lasers with 1 AP left. And now I'm going to Ripper Blades, and you're like for sure going to die to that. Great, I get some action points back, which means I can take this blade and try again. The base shred chance, 75%. Didn't get it, kind of sucks. It's fine though, we get a decent strike here. Now they're only stunned for 1 action, and if she rolls really well on initiative, I'm actually in a really bad spot. And holy crap, I rolled a 9. That is not a good sign. Well, thankfully, your evasion's been debuffed by 40, and your crit chance has been, you know, softened here as well. So, yeah, turns out negative 40 evasion means I am guaranteed to land the shot. Down you go. Enemy assault team is broken. We've done it. Alright, that was fun. Fun mix of tools. A little bit of spawn camping. But yeah, when you tactical surge your way in and you kill 1/2 of the map, it starts to look okay. Static levels up. Doing some fun Warmachine things. That will have been the last mission of the episode. She's underleveled now because she's been basically getting her all this stuff going on. So how much mitigation do I have now, right? I have 20% boost mitigation. And this armor is a -10. I can wear something much heavier, right? I can wear -15. I lose some initiative. I can wear this. I'll be at -5. But I get 2 crit chance. And I get to be really tanky. What's weird is, like, I would almost rather wear this guy. Right? I literally have more, like, I guess we do the direct compare. So the Northwind's X-Core, I won't be slowed. I guess the initiative mod is way worse, which matters. And this guy also comes with crit chance. So, yeah, I lose 5 move speed versus this guy. But I get 2 crit chance. I mean, to be clear, 5 move speed is better than 2 crit chance, like, straight up. But I will get, you know, another, what, 1/5 or so off the damage I'm taking. And nothing else really gets any worse. That seems acceptable. The Kraken Gauntlet's also an option, to be honest. I fully mitigate the move speed penalty. I get to ignore some Rico, which is actually useful. And I get better armor. Okay, this is strictly superior, right? I mean, it's literally strictly superior. There's nothing worse about it in any way, because I'm mitigating all the move speed. So you're on slightly better armor now. -14, but I have 20% mitigated. And then at some point, when I can upgrade my Street Splicer, I can get legs that also mitigate move speed penalties. At some point we can go there. Yeah, I can't replace that yet. I know they added a deep brain thing. It's in one of the contacts that lets you get plus cyber weapon damage as an implant. Just don't have that yet. Obviously, I also can't go for dermal lacing. It's light armor only, but I could get dermal plating. Move speed penalty is not too bad. 6 and 10 here. It's a lot of health, and basically it just says, like, hey, you're tanky. It doesn't give you any damage compared to getting, like, a better skeleton where it actually gives you strength and kinetic damage, which could be kind of nice. Can be a very real choice here. The downside is the downtime, though, is just kind of forever. Anyway, we have points to spend. Red line is capped out. We can move over to here. Have not found a use for Predator Reflexes. I don't think I want +1 on Berserk Haze either. Eventually I can use this for the move point, but not for a while. Pain Editor, probably not, but it would be Directed Pulse, which unfortunately I have to go around to get it, which kind of sucks. Right, it's 3 travel nodes here, or 4 that way. But then I can get some evasion, and eventually I can get plus kinetic, and more kinetic, and move point on my thing. Still not really worth it right away, but anyway, we're going to go here. I'm going to go into Burn Surge, and I'm going to start printing action points, and feeling pretty good about that one. Eventually. Anyway, it's going to be in a few levels, but yeah. Level 9 and level 10 are both +2, so we'll be able to invest relatively heavily on that. And I think that's going to bring us to stopping. I guess we'll buy the cyberdeck before I forget, since, I mean, I might buy the level 5 instead. I also, man, so another choice to make. I mean, I need the money for the cold storage no matter what. And I think it'll be 750k for the next upgrade, so that's spoken for. Which means I don't have money for anything other than the cold storage and putting in for a better cyber deck. So I think I stop here. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time for the Fade Light Blades power play and other power level 5 stuff. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.